Michael Karanja. Now, we all know Safaricom as the most profitable company in East Africa, but at the heart of that has been a consumer business that has created the right products that target consumers. And in studio, I'm now joined by Peter Arena, who's the General Manager for Consumer Business at Safaricom. Peter, your department must be doing something right to keep attracting the right kind of customers when it comes to the mobile market in Kenya.
Well, our purpose in Safaricom is generally, as has been said before by the CEO, is transforming lives. Yeah. So what we tend to do is we focus on products that add value to our customers, and we try and invest to ensure that those products at the end of the day become commercially viable and generate a return for the shareholders' investment. Just
looking over the years, perhaps how much of what have you put in terms of an investment in just building that network and coming up with the right products for consumers?
We have invested a considerable amount of money in terms of what we call CapEx, capital investment. Yeah. On an annual basis, over the last couple of years, we've been doing in excess of 25 billion every single year in terms of putting infrastructure to improve the quality and to include the capacity of the network in Kenya. So it's a huge investment that we put in terms of ensuring that our customers get the best in terms of products and services.
One thing Safaricom is known for is the kind of vast network that you've been able to build, and I'm guessing that's your department. So what's the kind of relationship that you have with some of your partners when it comes to actually building those networks?
Well, Safaricom is a huge company, and from where I sit, we in the consumer business are responsible for ensuring that our products and services are well received by our customers and they're utilized. We rely on our colleagues within the organization. We have a technology department that actually builds the actual network, and we go and sell products and services to our customers to ensure that they use those products. So it's a partnership within the organization. We have teams that work together for a common purpose to ensure that the overall investment in the network, pays for itself and also gives a return to the shareholders.
Yeah. Just looking at it, how you've built obviously partnerships with also hardware providers. I'm talking about perhaps people who deal with laptops, phones, tablet computers. How important are some of those relationships when it comes to just making Safaricom the kind of company it is?
You can never deal in an island. Yeah. We have always many partners that we deal with. Let me first start by the network partners. We have many companies that we work together with. There's Huawei, there's Ericsson, there's Nokia, Siemens. So those help us in terms of building the backbone in terms of infrastructure. When you talk about now going to the consumer and giving products to the consumer, they need devices. So what you typically call the smartphones that we have. So we have partners like Samsung, like Nokia, like LG, and others, including Huawei, who we partner with to ensure that first, those products are suitable for this network. Secondly, they are affordable for consumers so that they can be able to, buy them and use them effectively. And to make sure, again, that they are available in our infrastructure with our dealers, in our own shops. So it's really a partnership for the benefit of the customer.
I guess Safaricom is a victim of its own success, where now customers will actually demand more. Just hearing from customer feedback, what are some of the things that they actually ask for when you've actually gone out of your way and ensure that you're able to meet the kind of demands that they have?
Well, the usual obvious ones. Yeah. So typically the first thing is where there's no network, the proverbial, stories about people in outlying districts, and they're not able to access the network. So it's our intention, and we've been focusing on spreading the coverage of the network such that even in remote areas, as much as we can't be everywhere 100%, but we try as much as possible to go to where people are. So that, really is ensuring that the coverage is where it's supposed to be, and that's the main critique that you typically receive about our coverage. But we do invest in a lot of improvements in terms of coverage.
Obviously, Safaricom makes a lot of investment in terms of where it's putting its money in infrastructure and also consumers. So when you hear people talk about infrastructure sharing, how does that make you feel as a company?
As I said earlier, we can't deal on our own. Yeah. So there are many instances where we partner with our competitors, whereby we put infrastructure on their sites and vice versa. So these are commercially driven decisions. So where we feel that our competitor has a better infrastructure or has a site that we can co-locate, we do that, and vice versa. They come to us and we do the same. But this is based on commercial means between the two organizations.
Right, so it's a matter of just having suitable ground where you agree everything on commercial terms.
Yes, what we prefer, as opposed to being forced, by regulators or by any other person, make sure that it is free play. It's, you're not forced, it's voluntary, and it's on a commercial basis, and it's vice versa. So if you feel like you want to share, you share. If you feel that the capacity is not there for you to share with another infrastructure or another partner, then, you take that decision at that time.
All right, thank you very much. That has been Peter Arena, the General Manager for Consumer Business at Safaricom.